Yo, what up, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're in the final hours. I would guess. I don't know how much longer they gonna fight because I just believe this judge is biased, and the judge is not gonna let this shit be no hung jury or no mistrial. He's gonna keep pushing these jurors and pressuring them to come to some decision because it could possibly be a mistrial if they don't come to an agreement on the RICO. Um, as far as yesterday's verdicts, with them coming back so quick on verdicts 2 through 5, which were four of the counts, one count of sex trafficking for Miss Ventura. Like I think it's one count of sex trafficking, one count of coercion for Miss Ventura, and one count each for Jane Doe. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's been a long fight, but I think they came back guilty on them counts. Unfortunately, I think they came back guilty. And if they did, you know what I mean? Maybe you get an appeal or some shit. I don't know. I think the RICO. I think they'll get a not guilty on the RICO, but just coming back with the Mann Act, coming back guilty with the Mann Act and the other counts. That I mean, we talking a lengthy sentence, so it's still not looking good unless maybe they can appeal this shit, or maybe Trump can pardon him. So I don't know, man. Do I think he's a good guy? Nah. Do I think he freaky? Yeah. Do I think he deserved life in jail for this shit? Absolutely not. And the thing about it, a dude left his child in the car. I don't know what state that was in. The kid died. Baby just sat in the car for 8 hours. They acquitted the guy. And then I think some guy just took out a bunch of people in Idaho or something, and they acquitted him. Like, this is stupid to me. I really think it's an attack. And I think, like a lot of these overzealous prosecutors, they want to go after rich and famous people, and they want trophies. You know what I mean? They want to mount your head on their wall if you rich and famous. So 50 Cent, watch out. Jay-Z, watch out. And then any black man that's in a position of power, you're going to have to kill off that lust because they coming after your ass. It's almost like it's another trap or something. Because brothers ain't really out here selling crack and doing, like a bunch of illegal activities, but I guess they feel they can trap you with lust. So if this man is found guilty and he goes to jail for the rest of his life, I think that the landscape of entertainment will change forever. And I believe hip hop been dead. I think this is another huge nail in the coffin for hip hop. And I believe going forward in entertainment will be very sterile. And I think men are going to virtually fear women. So if you a bitch with no talent, get your talentless ass. Nobody's gonna touch you. I don't care how good you look. It's going to be such a shift. I promise you. You're going to see such a crazy shift in entertainment and the way business is done going forward. If all you have had was to lay on your back to get a role or to get on, your ass is cooked. You better get a job. You better go to Home Depot, or you better find you a hard-working man that loves your ass and call it a day, because I promise you, this man goes down instantly. It's going to be a huge shift. I promise you that. I'm telling you, these are the feelings that I have. It's gonna be such a shift because this shit don't even make sense. He still shouldn't get life for this, bro. I'm hoping it will, man, but I don't think this judge. You say it's a mistrial, but I don't think this judge is gonna allow no mistrial. And they called a mistrial 3 or 4 times during this whole thing. And you gotta understand too, the gun, like if he gets hit with a RICO and any of this shit, they're gonna see that it's forfeiture of assets. So the government is gonna clean up whatever few hundred million he got left on him. They're gonna extract all that money. Now, maybe he's moved a lot of money in his mama's name or whatever, or he got money hid. I hope he does so he can take care of his kids. But man, it's getting rough, man. Yeah, I agree with you, Josh. I think the counts are guilty in 2 through 5 because if those counts were not guilty, we shouldn't have an issue with deciding on if he should get a RICO or not. Like they they got him guilty on counts 2 through 5, bro. I don't want it to happen, but I don't know, man. And I think the one juror that's holding out is receiving ever mounting pressure. You know what I mean? Depending on who that jury is, you got to be strong. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was in there, I'd be like, hell no, I don't give a damn, yo. I'll be talking big shit. Like fuck y'all. This is what it is. I don't care. Whatever. We can sit in here till hell freezes over. It does not matter to me. It's my decision. Now call the judge and get me removed. But the crazy part about it, with the juror that's holding out in federal court, the judge can just remove that juror and then they could be a jury of 11. Did y'all know that? The judge could just remove the juror and keep the trial moving, man, which is crazy. So it's unfortunate. Oh, yo, shout out to everybody in Tampa. I see them tickets moving, man. Get them tickets, Tampa. Come on, pull up on your boy. Side splitters. It's going down. All right. Okay, U.S. versus Sean Combs, day 35, jury deliberation, day 3 after verdicts reached on 2 through 5. Unpersuadable opinions on the RICO charge. They probably, even if they don't get him on RICO, bro, he cooked. He cooked on the other 4 counts. So this is rough. So fellas, leave these hoes alone. It ain't even worth it. It ain't worth it, bro. The hoes have won. They've won. Leave them alone. Walk off. Walk off. Walk away. Because now the government will move the goalpost to come inside your bedroom. And that's what they're doing. So it's unfortunate, man. Yeah, and then the jurors, it's like, I wonder who voted what. I don't know what the hell I hit a button or something. My bad, y'all. What did I do? I must have hit some button. Anyway, let me pull up the screen. I mean, look, if you're not guilty on counts 2 through 5, so like we could go over what counts 2 through 5 are. But if you're not guilty on counts 2 through 5, you're not even gonna debate whether or not it's a RICO. You're just gonna be like not guilty on the RICO. Doesn't that makes like logical sense? Let me see something. They was saying he got not guilty, but they didn't really say like what it was, man. Mm. So juror number 25 that was holding everything up is a 51-year-old man who works as a scientist and lives in Manhattan with his domestic partner. So that was juror 25. That's the one who was holding it up. It was a man. And I think he was probably going with not guilty. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Diddy back in the courtroom. He talking with his lawyer, Agnafillo. Also in the courtroom is Shapiro, Westmoreland, Driscoll, and Steele. The prosecutors are nowhere to be seen. So maybe the prosecutors back there with the jury. After they saying Rico because he tried to buy the hotel. It's the bribery had a different definition, so I don't think he's gonna get hit with that. When it comes to a RICO, you only need to be you only need to be accused of two what's called predicates within the RICO. So like the RICO predicates. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to find these predicate acts. So the predicate acts are sex trafficking, transportation for the purpose of prostitution, kidnapping, arson, bribery, witness tampering, forced labor, and drug distribution. Huh. That's interesting to me. So look, if those are the predicate acts, and I said, well, maybe he could possibly be guilty on 2 through 5. Maybe he not guilty on 2 through 5. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's up, Chris? Welcome back. I don't know. All right, let's see what he got to say. Let's see what he got to say.
Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Wednesday, July 2nd. It is day 35 and possibly the last day of the U.S. versus Sean Combs trial. Yesterday, as many have seen, around 4:05 p.m., the jury sent out a note, and here's what it said. They have reached verdicts on 4 of the 5 charges. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. But they remained, they had some unpersuadable views on count 1, RICO. Combs looked devastated. I don't devastated. Let me say this. I think I used the word catatonic. He literally sat in his chair, staring in the air, staring down. The lawyers scurried around. They opposed Judge Subramanian giving a so-called Allen charge, which basically would say, jurors, no future jury is going to have any more information than you have. Implied it would be a big waste of time and money to do this again for 8 weeks. So try to reach a decision without, of course, capitulating. Now, defendants often say that that charge is a implicit strong-arming for a verdict which is often guilty. So they haven't given it yet. If today they come out and say they're still deadlocked, you can expect a modified charge. I would say probably a light Allen charge. Would he then ramp it up to a strong Allen charge? I don't know. Would he bring them back in on the 3rd? Anyway, I'm speculating. It could be over as early as this morning. They could reach a decision. Also, they could be asking questions and for more evidence about the racketeering charge. They could be acting as they try to persuade each other. What's the breakdown? See, nobody knows these things. I did I think it's called True Crime. I did it, and it's difficult to talk about these things right now. That's why I won't. I'll say more about that later. But it's hard because everyone's saying that they know what it is, and they don't. Actually, we could go over all the permutations. Since they didn't ask any questions about Jane, does that mean they don't think that Jane was sex trafficked? You certainly have the Mann Act charges, it would seem. Anyway, not for me to say. We're going in. This could be the last. This day 35 could be the last day, and I'll tell you that I'm already well along in week 8, the book of the Sean Combs trial. Now, before we get there, there's a huge panoply in front of the courthouse as I approach. We also yesterday covered the United Nations new head of the Security Council for July, Pakistan. We wrote to them and said, hey, we got some questions, not only Kashmir, but also new child rapes by the UN. And these events were misdescribed sexual abuse of a child called exploitation, kind of implying that it might be legit to purchase sexual favors from a youth only at the UN, only at the UN, an absolute outrage. And so we asked them to clarify. No answer. Not just from Antonio Guterres and his spokespeople, but from Pakistan, whose ambassador I know from having, when I was a resident correspondent inside the UN, perfectly fine guy when he was political coordinator, but he's now responsible for this censorship machine over which he presides. Also, of course, we'll have an eye on the House of Representatives today. The Senate pushed it through 50-50. Last night, the Rules Committee, and now coming up today or tomorrow, based on storms in D.C., the bill. But take a look at the scene. Take a look at the scene here. We've got joggers. We've got the scene in front of the courthouse. We've got the TV cameras across the street. And we've got Diddy, Inner City Press. We're going in.
All right, let's see, man. He about to go in. Let's see what we got. Shit. We back at a nail biter, y'all. He'll walk in and start updating. You say lock his ass up, Brenton Tarantino? If you don't think he humbled now, bro, you buck. That's an interesting take. If they convict him of racketeering yesterday, I don't think anything changes. This is going to get retried with Diddy pushing for bond. What's happening, Diggs? I'm chilling, bro. You trying to see what's going to happen. You called him Daddy William Green. Free Daddy and free R. Kelly. We'll see, bro. We're gonna see, guys. Let's see. All right, now Sean Combs talking with his lawyer, Nicole Westmoreland, while four others of his lawyers huddle to the side. Combs stands up asking marshals and is allowed to speak to his family seated in the front row. Now back into holding cell. Lord have mercy. All right, let's see, man. No, I don't think he wanted to be no Black Epstein, bro. And I don't even think he was doing favors. I just think, man, he was just living a rock star lifestyle, bro. He wasn't doing no different from all the other moguls and rich men. To be honest, man, he doing the same shit. It ain't no different. Let me see. He just got caught. He just got caught. I know his legal fees are insane. Oh Lord. Mm-hmm. But then if he get out, y'all think he can get his money back up if he get out? I think he can. I don't think you get to no $1 billion without making no money. Drop the link on what, bro? Drop what link? Drop the link on what? Oh yeah, they about to, man. It's a wrap. If I was a big ass celebrity, I'm unloading these hoes. I'm cut. I'm like, yo, I can't talk to y'all. It's a wrap. Oh, okay. Here you go. All right, here, pull up on in the chat. If y'all want to pull up too, come in. I don't care. There you go, bro. Oh, oh my God. What's up, man? What's happening?
What's happening? How's my audio?
Yo.
Yeah, maybe how's my audio? My audio good? Can you hear me?
Yo.
Yeah, can you hear me? My audio is good?
Yeah, you good now. What's happening? What you got for us?
Oh
This
man.
wait, everybody, this is our Harvard lawyer.
Oh man.
Brother been pulling up, giving us great knowledge. What you got, man?
Dude, man. I got the one.
It's a wrap.
I got the nail in the coffin, man. I got the nail in the coffin.
Okay, what you got?
On your show, we don't just do speculation and whatnot. We gotta show the paperwork and we gotta show the proof so everybody can make their own independent judgment. Because we don't want to be biased. So I'm showing the paperwork of what I just found, and then from there we can discuss it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. So, let me see. Let me go share my screen real quick. Yes. Let me know when you get an opportunity to share my screen, and then we'll go.
Oh, is that your screen? All right, cool. Let me
see my screen right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I give you guys a quick background information. Diddy and his lawyers, they didn't give the feds all the cell phones. They kept some of the cell phones, and I think the lawyers figured out that, hey man, it might be time to tell the other side that we got some cell phones that we didn't present. So they presented the cell phones, and this is what they found on one of the cell phones. Today, the judge has said the information that they found from the cell phones that they didn't let everybody know, they're gonna go show it to the jury. So now the big question is, what the hell did they find on that cell phones that nobody knew? And this is what we're going to go through together so everybody can see. So as you can see right here, the government respectfully submits this letter regarding proposed GX A629A. That's the name of the exhibit, which the government seeks to admit into evidence. After argument today, the court reserved its ruling. By this letter, the government responds briefly to an argument advanced by the defense that the exhibit constitutes bad acts evidence under blah, 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 blah. So, question, what does it say? GXA 692A is an October 10, 2015 chat between the defendant and Uncle Paulie. The defendant's former head of security, in which Uncle Paulie discusses an incident that took place between the defendant and Gina, one of the defendant's romantic partners. By the way, for those who don't know, the defendant is Diddy, but I'm sure you guys know that already. Uncle Paulie warns the defendant, if anyone called the police is 100% going to lock you, and advises the defendant that when you're locked up, none of us is going to be able to talk her to get you out of this situation. This chat is direct evidence of the racketeering conspiracy charged in count 1. Specifically, as alleged in the indictment, the defense used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims, including Gina, to engage in commercial sex acts, blah, blah, blah. And then there's other text messages and stuff. Bro, the stuff, let me just put it this way. There was a reason why they were hiding the phone.
Damn.
Yeah. And the main reason why I'm saying this breaking news is, imagine that the jury, they're deliberating. Yo, man, he ain't do it. He ain't do this. He ain't do that. He ain't do this. Next thing they know, they come through and they're like, oh, guys, there was some evidence that they didn't get, but we finally fought them, and now we're going to give them the evidence, and then they bring it in. What do you think is going to happen?
So his defense, why did the defense want to give this to the prosecution?
Because, don't forget, we're seeking the truth. And they came to your house and you were subpoenaed to give all your cell phones and all the computer information. They didn't give out this one. And you know why they didn't give out this one right now.
Why, why didn't they just set it on fire? Why?
Well, I mean, the internet was saying that when they tracked Diddy's plane and the plane was going to Antigua, that he was setting some things off. Well, that's a good question. That's a good question. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'll give you. I think I know the answer. Here's the answer. Diddy texted KK and told KK, "Hey man, I got some cell phones and stuff like that I found and stuff, but let me send me the number to my lawyer." Now, in Diddy's defense, what he was trying to do was he was trying to say the cell phones and stuff wasn't evidence because he is attorney lawyer privilege. It was a phone that he was only using to speak to his lawyers, so that's why he didn't give it out. But then again, when they checked the text, they checked the phone. You were texting KK, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not only were you texting KK, you're doing shit with Uncle Paulie and all type of stuff. So that's what legally and I'm sure, I don't have the evidence, but I'm sure that's what his lawyers were trying to tell him. Like, oh, yo, if they ever come up with the phone and they find the phone, they say it was like, client's attorney privilege, this and that. But yeah, if they decide to burn the phone in their court, then, that one will just be obstruction of justice and whatnot. But at this point in time, whatever he did and trying to hide the phone too, I don't know what they were thinking. But right now, it's not the time for this shit to come out. And I feel the lawyers. I feel the lawyers too, because the lawyers are like, yo, we're going to try and hold it down till we can't hold it down no more.
So do you feel, I was saying this yesterday, with them coming back so quick on counts 2 through 5, and also, kind of deadlocked with the RICO, I'm just making the presumption that they got him guilty on counts 2 through 5 already.
Yeah, I'm making a presumption too. And to be honest with you, I feel like people, they, even though they're not supposed to know the sentencing guideline, they know that if they convict him on count 1, he is going to get life. And I think, no matter, we're human, you know what I'm saying? No matter whatever the law says and whatnot and stuff like that, giving somebody life is a big deal. You know what I mean? So I think it's only right that, they take their time and, just like it says, it's proved beyond reasonable doubt that he definitely did it. But as soon as they find out that, hey man, like these guys are not playing fair and they're hiding information and all type of stuff, then, at that point in time, that's when people are going to get pissed off and be like, yo, it's time to go enjoy the holiday. It's time to go start doing the interviews. It's time to put the book out.
So do you think this will go to July 3rd, or do you think this is it?
Is it? If they if they give the guys, if the judge gives them the evidence that they just found today, it's it. It's over. It's over, man. It's over. And then, I'm reading, so what do you call it? We can, I don't know if my screen is still showing, but we can go through some other, let me see.
Somebody said the date at the top says June 12th. It's July.
Yes. But here's what you got to understand. You see, let me, you see the dockets right here?
Mm-hmm.
The dates. This is when it was put in. So now it's become public information. So now we know what's going on. All this stuff and everything like that, the judge hadn't ruled on it. So it was like, Diddy's lawyers were like, nah, it's attorney-client privilege. And then the feds were like, no, man, this is evidence. So this is all stuff being fought behind the scenes. And then the judge finally ruled that, hey, guys, we're going to have to give the, what do you call it?
So let me ask you this. Yeah. I'm guessing he gonna get life. I still don't think he deserves it. I still don't think he deserves it. But let me ask you this: What does the landscape of the entertainment business look like going forward after this, man? What do you feel? Will these hoes be left out to starve? Like, do you think men, who are in power are just gonna be like, oh no? Do you think it'll cause that?
I think so. I think it will cause that. I'm surprised. Like I said, I'm surprised if if this is like new information to people. Like I told you, this has been going on since Jack Johnson, since 1910. So they're like about 100 years, like late to it. You know what I mean? But hey, now that they have the information, it's real simple, man. You can fly yourself over though. You know what I'm saying? You want to come see me? Come see me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. You can come see me.
They don't fly no flight. Don't fly nobody out.
Yeah. Or if you fly them out, just make
What
sure.
what if a woman flies a man out? Well, let's go.
Yeah. If she flies you out, okay. So I'll give you an example. If she flies you out and she tells you that she's gonna take you to the NBA Finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get over there, and she doesn't take you to the NBA Finals, and she tries to seduce you, and you say no, and she hops on it. She just sex trafficked you. Why? Because she just used fraud. There's fraud. Don't forget, there's three elements: fraud, coercion, and force. And like I was telling you, even the feds come all the way to Africa to come pick up the kids who are writing those emails telling the women and stuff they love them, or they're chief and they got some gold and stuff like that. So if they're coming all the way to Africa, best believe they're gonna come for you.
Oh my God!
Because you see those emails. Those emails, it's laughable, but at the end of the day, under the law, that's fraud. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're trying to defraud people, romance scams and stuff like that. This ain't no different.
Well, I would tell all the fellas, man, hey man, tighten up. And
it's real simple too. If you do fly them out, you just have to be nice. You don't have to act, don't have any force for the coercion. I think that's easy to do.
But what if she comes on to you?
What?
What if she comes on to you? What if you fly some woman out? There's no intention of you having sex with her, but she comes on and you're turned on, and then y'all end up having sex.
So here's the problem though. Here's another thing too. Flying her out and whatnot. There's not an issue with it. No, let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? There's no issue with that. The problem is when, like I said, there's force, coercion, or fraud. Flying out and everything like that. Everybody, the feds already know. They got the flights, so everybody's flying out and they got all of that. That's not what the issue is. The issue is when there's drama and there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Diddy's situation, there was a problem. You know what I'm saying? He has other dudes that these girls don't know that maybe they may be attracted to, that they want to smash. But was there a possibility that they wanted to smash all of the guys? And the answer was no. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to smash all the escorts. Maybe they liked 99% of them, but that 1% that they didn't like and you forced them to, that's the situation. That's where we are right now. So if you're an everyday person and you got your girl, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Don't get your girl over and then try and have a threesome and then try and force her to have a threesome when she's not down with it. You know what I mean? And if you do those kind of things,
man, I'm a square, so this shit will never happen.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just an L7, damn near 50. I ain't got time, bro. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to make me some money. Shit, I ain't thinking about no hoes or no cat. I'm cool. Keep your cats. Keep your cats to yourself. Damn. Yeah, I guess it's a wrap, man.
Here's another one too over here too. See this one too. Oh, this girl right here. Oh yeah, man. She know, man. She's. I know Diddy's praying, but she's probably praying harder than Diddy. So if Diddy gets innocent, then they're not going to come for KK. But guess here's another one too. KK. They found some images on KK's phones. I just moved let's go back to the one. Yeah, KK's phones. Earlier this evening, the defense informed the government for the first time after being in possession of these communications for over 5 months that it intends to assert privilege over 6 images and videos included in GX 141111 that depict communication between Jane and KK, who was stolen her phone. You know what I'm saying? Then they give all the this and this and this and that. Why they start sharing all the information right now, man? Huh?
Damn, bro.
this the media, what do you call it? These people on the internet and all the people outside, they're not gonna talk about that. You know why? Because this requires reading. They don't do good with the reading part.
Bro, this is wild, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I guess
This
his
is
ass
right
cooked, man. I guess that's gonna be the nail in the coffin.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly. I mean, in my opinion, but I'm just thinking about it from human nature. Because these people are deliberating, yo, man, they're debating like, yeah, blah, 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 and then somebody opens the door. What's that? I forgot the president's name again. The court martial opens the door, and then like, oh, yo, man, just got some new information and stuff like that. And then they read it, and then they're like, yo, these guys had this for 5 months.
Do you believe he should get life in jail?
Oh.
I mean, just personally, do you think this warrants a life sentence?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes. And the main reason why I believe he should get life in jail is because, unfortunately, Diddy will have to be the sacrificial lamb in order to spark the legal revolution in America, for the average American to understand that there's certain laws in the books that we just don't agree with. And if we don't agree with them, we need to change them. But until something dramatic happens, we everybody's going to be okay with it. Like I said, these laws have been on the books for over 120 years, but nobody says anything until it hits a little bit close to home. And unfortunately, that's just where we are. So personally, I don't believe Diddy should get life or anything like that, but I understand what has to happen in order for people to tighten up and like start calling in their Congress guys and senators and everybody and be like, yo, we gotta like amend that law. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those are like back in the day where blah, 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 trains and stuff like that. Like, it's a whole different ballgame right now. This and this and this and that. But
you know what's even sadder, bro? It's like I'll be 48 this year. And it's like my whole childhood is in jail. Like R. Kelly, Diddy, they locked up Cosby, Suge Knight. I mean, Russell Simmons is somewhere hiding in another country.
Right.
You got countless rappers that are dead. It's so sad.
Right. Man.
The people that brought you joy and some inspiration, and Diddy was inspirational. That was inspiration. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Making the band, he this mogul, he'd fly, you know what I mean? Had all the clothes and just fun. Like,
yeah, man.
Come to this. Damn.
What Diddy did to, help hip hop become mainstream and bring corporate America into, the hip hop game and, bring a return to all the stakeholders involved is definitely unprecedented. You know what I'm saying? But
let me ask you this. Do you think the liquor company had anything to do with this?
Nah, I don't think so. So. And the main reason why I say that is, first of all, the Diageo is a British company, right?
Okay.
So in order for you to say that it has something to do with that would mean that a British company has influence over the U.S. government, which as an American, I find kind of disrespectful.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Valid point.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize they were a British company.
Yeah. Diageo is from the UK. And you already know like our experience with the US and UK, like, we're allies and everything like that, but we don't play that low.
Yeah, we broke away from the UK.
Yeah. So you ain't gonna
first war.
Yeah. You ain't gonna call us from some company because you got $1 billion and start telling the feds what to do. You heard?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a valid point.
you know what I mean? And also, I believe America would also not give him up just like that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is like I said. This situation is real simple. They already. Oh, I didn't show you the. Oh, here. Let's get to the paperwork because Diddy already wrote to the what do you call it, the judge, telling him that oh
do you think when it comes to these prosecutors, they kind of hunt for whales? Uh, Diddy would be considered like a whale, like a
yeah,
trophy to
yeah,
mount on the wall, like a
yeah,
deer head,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Why are prosecutors so hell bent on hunting people? What is that about?
Some of them have like political ambitions. So if you want to get your name out there and stuff like that, or you want to run for like you want to become like attorney general for like the nation, or you want to become a governor, or you want to become like a DA for a different state or whatnot, then you
Yeah,
want to have like you want to have some accolades or some names and stuff, so you
yeah.
can get your name out there. You know what I mean?
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But the true thing is you're supposed to be a silent professional. You know what I mean? But it's humans, man. It's humans. Humans. You know what I'm saying?
Another attorney was talking about that. When it comes to a prosecutor, the prosecutor driving a Toyota Camry and he see this big, rich, famous person in the Rolls Royce.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You can see.
they feel some kind of way.
Yeah, and now you could tell. You could tell. You saw the part where they turned around and they were like, "It's so easy for the person who was on Forbes #1." You remember
Yeah.
that statement the prosecutor made? Oh, you don't
Do you
remember that
think, do
statement?
you think he did any of this to Young Miami? Do you think she
Of
was
course.
trafficked or
Yeah,
was
yeah,
she a part of the freak offs?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. Didn't you see? Did you see her comments that she made on Instagram to Gina?
Oh yeah, she said she would. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, she said you an eater. Whenever Diddy says so, you gonna do it. Blah blah blah. Diddy will make you do this. Diddy
Oh,
will make you.
oh,
Coercion, force.
oh, Lord have mercy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right, man. I guess I'm gonna have to eat crow on this one and just tell people.
Here's the funny part. The funny part about it is like the prosecutors and stuff. They're not that street savvy. They don't know too much about hip hop. Because whilst you have Brian Still and all those people going to Cassie's Instagram and Mia's Instagram and saying, "Oh, Mia posted this and that," they should have been like, "Well, your girl, Young Miami, was talking about so, talking about she was an eater, blah blah blah, and she'll make you." Yeah, they didn't go that far. That would have been evidence. Feel me? They probably don't even know who Young. No, they do know who Young Miami is, but they know Young Miami's history. So they know she's probably not gonna snitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Now here's something. This is okay. So check this out. So this, I don't know if I've shown you this before. Have you? What do you call it? So this is a letter that Diddy's team wrote to the judge, and as you can see right here, can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
They were basically saying, clear
Wait,
case.
wait. Scroll down a little bit. I can't see your cursor.
Okay. Scroll down a little bit. Are you able to see over here this part right here? Let me see what you see. Let me go to the stream and see what you see. Oh yeah. You can see. Or you can. Or the letters are too little small. I'm talking about the. Okay, so let me go back to the top. I'm talking about the top over here. You see the top over here where my.
I see it a little bit. Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the row page and I'll maximize so you can see. But I wanted you to see what it was titled. So make a long story short. Okay, tell me if you see these words over here. These words over here. What does these words over here say?
Did you point to him? I don't see your cursor.
Okay, let me see if I can highlight.
Holmes argues that. Okay, there we go.
Let me see if I can highlight. Okay, what do you see over there?
Okay, against a prominent black man.
Okay, so make a long story short. In this letter, Diddy writes to the judge and he tells the judge, "Hey man, you know, the feds are coming after me and they're singling me out. This is over here, you see right here where it says a clear case of selective prosecution. And that they're coming after him because he's a prominent black man. You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful, and so the judge gives his opinion and he gives the order. This right here, oh man, too beautiful, too beautiful. Because the judge tells him, hey, bro, this is the formula. This is the formula you got to use if you want to talk about the feds coming for you and you're a black man, this and this and that. This is the what do you call it? The legal threshold and the elements that you have to prove. But unfortunately, what you did, it has been denied. So, as a black man, anybody who wants to, go after the feds or feel like people are discriminating against them, all you got to do is just go read this, and it will give you the formula that you need. But for the purpose of this conversation, this is what I found very, very interesting, and also quite distasteful. But I understand where Diddy is. But I'll let you read it. Let me what do you call, zoom a little bit so you can see it. I'll let you read it. Read right here. You see where my cursor is right here.
Yep, I see it. Combs offers up several examples of prominent individuals whom Combs believed may have violated 2421 and would not prosecute it. So he told on people.
There you go.
Combs says race is the reason he was prosecuted and they were not. Ooh, that's nasty work. Damn. The government response by pointing out that these individuals are similarly situated to Combs, given the sex trafficking allegations against him. The broader pattern of alleged racketeering activity by Combs that Combs allegedly transported victims and not just commercial sex workers across state lines, and the lack of proof that Combs exemplars committed acts meeting all the elements of the statute. So he was trying to bring niggas down with him.
Exactly. And also, the feds also gave him a bunch of names of white people that they went and picked up recently, just so he knows. And those are the white people's names right here.
Violations. There were also allegations that Peter Nygaard. Who the hell is that?
Peter Nygaard from Canada, bad boy, playboy, bad boy, billionaire playboy. Feds went and took his ass out. You know what I'm saying?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell was the girl from Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. So the judge just shut him down. Like, nah, that's not true, Diddy.
Yeah. And here's the part that I found that the judge was also very. Or was the part that the judge was what do you call it? The judge is a funny guy. He's a funny guy. What's the part that see, look at this part right here. Oh, in fact, remember did you and I talk about Jack Johnson?
Yeah, we talked about Jack Johnson.
Okay. So look at this part right here. Look at this part right here. Combs devotes the bulk of his attention. I'll let you finish.
Wait, hold on. Let me see, because I'm trying to update to see if we got any updates in this courtroom. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shit. Word given. There is a verdict in U.S. versus Combs. There's movement in the courtroom. Combs' other lawyers have returned. There's word of a jury note. Nothing confirmed yet. So there's word. Lord have mercy, man. I got to meet you one day, bro.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure.
I appreciate you pulling up on me.
Definitely, man. Look at this part. Are you able to see this part right? Oh, let me see if my screen is still showing. Because you're able to see this part right here. Yo, this part right here is crazy.
Highlight it for me, because your cursor
right here.
Okay. Highlight that whole thing you want me to read.
I think
just start there.
I hope it doesn't.
Yeah, let me read all that. All right, here we go. So Combs devotes the bulk of his attention to the origins of 2421, which he says was enacted in 1910 to target black male sexuality. Docket 153 at 3-48. But whatever the troubling history of 2421, its present day enforcement appears on its face race neutral in this district, reaching across race and gender. As far as selective prosecution is concerned, 2421's current application is what is at issue. Any argument concerning the statute's roots must make a sufficiently strong connection to what is happening in prosecutors' offices today. Combs' history lesson ignores what Armstrong requires evidence about the government's motives in his own prosecution.
So the part that I said was funny was like you could tell the judge he was like, "Yo, Combs trying to give me a history lesson about how this thing was in 1910," which is true because we talked about why the Mann Act was what do you call it enacted in 1910 because of Jack Johnson, because Jack Johnson was the first heavyweight black heavyweight champion, and the let's just say the others didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yo, Diddy. Oh, but back to the whole thing. Yeah, man, Diddy's been giving up names, bro. He giving up names, homie. You know what I'm saying? You got private investigators and stuff like that. Taking pictures and videos of people flying chicks out and stuff.
We got a super chat. Wait, hold on 1 second. I got to show my super chat. Shout out to the Riddler for the super chat. Appreciate that. So the Riddler says, so long story short, if you're a rich black male, you can't have casual sex life, pretty much. You might be right, bro. I'm just saying, to me, I just don't think this warrants this man spending the rest of his fucking life in jail. However, I will say this. Karma is a bitch. And when we look at the history of Sean Combs, when you look at the history of the kids that died at that party at Howard University,
Actually,
when we go back to the
history, it was in New York, though. It was in New York.
When we go back to the history of Shine losing 10 years of his life, and the woman said that Diddy actually shot her in the face. There's a lot of history in this, man. The loss of Biggie, the loss of Pac. I mean, just a lot of loss around him. So who knows?
Would you like to interview the woman who was what do you call it? Diddy Shine shot in the face? Because I just spoke to her like 2 days ago.
I would love to.
Yeah, I spoke to her like 2 days ago, man. She was wilding out.
Yeah, I would love to. You got information on her?
I got her YouTube stuff. Yeah, she just popped up on my my feed, and I was talking to her and whatnot. Yeah, I'll give you her YouTube thing.
Yeah,
talk to her. Yeah,
holler at me. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. So I think this count right here is the one that they're having issues on. How do you find the defendant? Racketeering conspiracy. That's the one.
And then do they like the way they write these questions? Can these questions be written like psychologically to go more for the prosecution versus the defense? I mean, in the way the questions are written, the way you're asking the question.
It can be, but the way they're able to justify everything is that the questions are both agreed to by the defense and the prosecution. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So this word right here, find the defendant guilty, for like the past 8 months, they've always, like, the emails have been shown, all the different emails have been shown to the judge. So maybe the government will write like.
Let me fill out the form of what I would say. Count 1, racketeer conspiracy. How do you find the defendant? Me, not guilty.
Okay. Got you.
If and only if you find the defendant guilty of count 1, which type? So I wouldn't have to say anything after that, I guess.
Uh-huh.
If and only if you find the defendant guilty of count 1, which types? So I'm not responding to that. What's the next one? I'm saying he's not guilty of racketeering. Anything else I can vote on?
Acts involved in sex trafficking?
Not proved.
Okay. Acts involved in transportation for purposes of prostitution?
Damn. Yeah, they proved that, man.
Okay. Acts involved drug You know, once you said they proved that, that's 10
When
years.
you say the drug distribution,
Yeah.
I'm not going to take drug distribution and look at it as if I have a box of pre rolls and I'm smoking my pre rolls, and you say, "Hey man, can I have one?" I'm like, "All right, cool." I don't think that's necessarily drug distribution. To me, I think drug distribution will be more like I'm either drugging you to take advantage of you, or I'm drugging you for profit. That's how I would look at it. Now, I'm not saying that is the correct and proper
Right.
term as far as the definition is concerned,
Yeah.
but that's how I feel I would look at it. Just say, like, this is what's brought to the party. We
Right.
do pink cocaine, we have a good time, and this is what happens.
Right.
But let's see, they are updating it now. They have a verdict. They have a verdict.
You do?
Lord have mercy. Yeah, they got the verdict. Sean Combs has been brought back into the courtroom by U.S. Marshals. He is seated with Brian Steele on his left, Tenny Garagos on his right, his family in second row of gallery. It's coming down, brother.
May God be with Diddy, man.
They
God.
got him, bro. I think what you just showed me with that paper you found. How did you find that? How did you find this nail in this coffin?
I didn't find. Oh, you know, like
It just updates or something, or you just look to see what they added.
you know that stuff when they say, you put it in the book and they wouldn't know. It's not only for black people; it's for everybody.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, my father told me a long time ago that ignorance is your food. You heard?
Ignorance is your food.
Yeah, their ignorance is your food. You know what I'm saying? So, I know 99% of the stuff that people say, they don't be knowing anything. You know what I'm saying? They just be talking. You know what I mean? They hear it from other people and they come and say nothing. This and that. They never do the research. And when they do the research too, they don't share the information so other people can see, so they can also know what's going on. They just come and just talk. You know what I mean? Now here's the thing though. Now that they came with the verdict, I don't even know if they're getting a chance to the judge they said they're gonna give it to what's it? Oh, it's 10:14. Okay, so it might be an hour since the court stuff. I don't know if the jury has been given this information, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? The jury, Diddy's team has won already. Just the fact that they were able to keep it this long. You know what I mean? Yeah, they've earned their paycheck. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? They went all beyond, like, yo, man, this guy's lose their license.
Hold on. Here we go. Judge Subramanian, we have reached a note at 9:52 a.m. It reads, we have reached a verdict on all counts. Anything to address before we bring our jury out? No. Maintain order while the verdict is being read until we have the jury out. Oh, shit.
Not guilty.
You think? Bro, this is got me nervous, dogs. I'm nervous, big dogs.
Not guilty, man.
Oh, I don't think so, bro. You already done broke it down. I wanted him to walk, but
are you able to see my screen right here?
Yeah, I see everything.
You see what they told the instructions they gave to the juror? The word distribution means actual, constructive, or attempted transfer. To distribute simply means to deliver.
Oh God, man!
To pass over or to hand over something to another person. So when you tell me that,
bro,
to you when you are smoking and you pass the rollies and stuff like that, you don't feel like it's distribution. I respect that.
Bro,
but we are not here to discuss what Lavar thinks.
Bro, this is nasty work, bro. I hate to hear that. God.
We are here to discuss how the law is written.
Here we go, bro. Here we go. I'll ask our deputy to bring back our jury. Sean Combs remains seated. His lawyers are standing up.
Oh no!
Judge, all rise. Combs stands up. Jurors enter. They're coming in, bro. They're coming in.
Not guilty.
They're coming in.
Not guilty.
I'm about to switch this back to
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove yours and I'm gonna put this back up.
Let's see.
Man, bro. I feel like we in the courtroom right now, dog.
Yeah, I feel though too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some divine intervention needs to happen. Divine intervention.
God.
I know they be praying for divine intervention. That's the only way.
Scary, bro. Brodies.
Divine intervention or the human factor.
What's crazy is people not even up watching this. Like I had like 300 on here yesterday. It's like 106 watching.
Oh, word? Damn.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh God.
Maybe the people are like you.
Bro, here we go. Judge, we have received your note. Juror number 5, have you reached a verdict? Juror 5, we have. It is unanimous. Juror 5, it is. Please provide the verdict to the deputy.
Shit.
Please provide the verdict to the deputy.
Not guilty.
Oh, shit.
There's a bunch of Lavars on the jury, and they didn't want to go.
No, it's not, bro. I think this is damn, dog.
They didn't want to go with the jury instructions.
Oh my God, bro! I feel like Diddy right now, man. I'm sitting here like this is shit. Got my stomach.
Trump got him, man. Trump got him.
You think Trump gonna pardon him?
Of course, Trump gonna pardon him. Of course, Trump gonna pardon him.
How fast can Trump pardon him?
Trump could have pardoned him a long time. Trump could have pardoned him today. Trump could pardon him anytime. That's why Trump. You know, Trump. I know what Trump doing. It's just his business. It's leverage. You know what I'm saying? It's leverage. Let him, feel like his life is over and everything. So when you tell him, hey, man, you got to sign over that Star Island house. You heard? You know what I mean? Let me add it to the...
I'm going to need that house, Diddy.
Yeah.
You want to get off? I can offer you a terrific deal. I can change your life. It's up to you. You gotta want it. I can with a snap of my fingers. Diddy gonna pop out with a MAGA hat on, niggas. Let me see. Oh, deputy would inquire. Not guilty, baby. Not guilty.
I told you.
Transportation for prostitution, guilty. Okay. Not guilty. Count 1, not guilty. Sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura, not guilty.
Okay.
Transportation for prostitution, guilty.
So they want to give him 10 years.
1, 2, 3. Come on.
They want to give him 10 years. How about the drug distribution? Oh no, that's it. So that's it. He only gets 10 years. Yo, Diddy's lucky, man. Diddy's lucky, bro. Diddy's lucky, man. And you know the shameful part? Shameful part about this is that we didn't even have one black person on juror to fight this case. This case was fought by everybody but our race.
Not guilty. Not guilty. Transportation. That doesn't hold. That transportation for prostitution, he'll get time served for that, bro. He not getting 10.
Oh yeah, the maximum sentence is 10 for that one. Unless how many counts? I think
he's gonna get off with time served for that, bro.
That's a possibility. It's possible. Oh, so they found him guilty on 2 counts of prostitution. On the 2 counts,
they found him not guilty in the matter of U.S. versus Combe, count 1, not guilty. Sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura, not guilty. Transportation of prostitution, guilty. He gonna get time served for that.
So how about
James, sex trafficking, not guilty. Transportation for prostitution, guilty. This is a wrap. Now Rico, he getting off. Getting off. Now I can talk my shit again. I can talk my shit. I can talk my shit. I told you. I told you all.
You did tell us. So they found him guilty on count 3 and count 5.
That transportation for prostitution.
That one, they couldn't help him with that one.
He is walking today.
Wow. Nah, he's not working today. You're tripping now.
He's getting out today, bro. He's gonna get out with time served. He's getting out with time served. Transportation to prostitution holds a very minimal This is what Judge Mathis said. Like, that's what Judge Mathis told me.
Mhm.
I cannot wait to get on Instagram and talk my shit
That's
today.
amazing, man. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing, man.
You had me scared, bro. You had me.
I told you, man. I told you that. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not
Bro,
guilty. Not guilty.
you had me so scared because you had this nail in the coffin document.
I don't think that, I told you. I think they didn't give them the information. Like that's what I told you. It's been an hour. I don't think they had that information right
We
now.
ain't going nowhere. We ain't. Hey,
You gotta find out how many.
Hey, he ain't guilty. He's not guilty, dog. He's not guilty on racketeering. Not guilty to racketeering. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. The U.S. justice system has worked appropriately. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. It ain't going nowhere. Get ready. Let me tell y'all something right now. Get ready for the gospel album to drop. Get ready. Listen, and to everybody, all of you leech ass people that are out there sacrificing integrity, asshole, in exchange for the starlight, for the money. Let this be a lesson to you all. Sit your untalented ass down somewhere, man. Get your ass out of here. Figure it out. Put your hand in the soil. Grow you an audience. Grow you a fan base and get it out the mud. Quit laying on your back. Stop. It's over. This is a new day today. Thank God. Thank God. He is not the prostitution charge. The traveling of a prostitute holds a minimal charge, bro. He will walk. He's leaving court. He's going home. He will be home in his mansion today. He will be celebrating for the fourth.
Now you're doing too much. He said,
No, bro. He's going home today, bro. That he's gonna get time served for that. I'm telling you.
How long has he been in jail? Like 8 months?
Yeah, he getting time served.
Yo, man, they held it down for Diddy, man. Oh my God.
Well, brother, let me go talk my shit.
Yeah, go talk your
hey,
shit,
man. Yo, hit me with your man for something, man. Cause you coming in here from YouTube. Where you coming from?
I come from YouTube. Yeah.
Well, hit me with your man for something, or follow me, or DM me on Instagram if you follow me over there.
I'm gonna put it in the private chat, so ain't nobody on.
Okay, cool. Chat. Send me your joint, man.
Yeah. Wow, this is amazing, man. Diddy, man, he better. If Diddy goes home and does a freak off, we're gonna be pissed off. No more freak offs, Diddy. Stay on the straight and narrow. Yeah, I send it to you. All right, my guy. We'll talk later.
All right, no doubt. Yeah. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. People need to listen to your name. Where is your mom? Where's mom? guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. No. I've been on this. I have been getting kicked in my back. I said he's getting off. I said he's getting off. I was scared because the only thing that had me shook, I'm like, well, why they debating the Rico? He walking. That transportation of a prostitute, that's a minimal charge. Justice is concerned. And listen, I want to do a video on telling me if you are untied and you want to land on your back. Stop laying on your back. Get your other side of the bed. That nigga about to be lit. Hold on. I need my apologies, man. I need these apologies to come in here. I need my apologies. I need my apologies to come in. Where are y'all? You called me, you told me I beat my wife. Where are y'all? I need those apologies to pour in today. It is over. It's over. Come on. Y'all need to come on, man. All right. Yo, he not guilty, man. That the sex trafficking of the what they got him on. They got him on transportation for prostitution. That holds a minimal sentence. That man can go home now. He out. He out. That's time served. So all of y'all talking about this was a slap in the face. This whole court case was a fucking sham. It was a slap in the face to real victims. It was a slap in the face to real victims. It was a sham from the beginning. You talking about an overzealous prosecutor who wanted a moose head mounted on his fucking mantle. That's what this case was about. That's what this case was about. It was a humiliation ritual of this guy. That's what this was about. So now TMZ, he's about to come collect that bag from y'all stupid ass. He's coming to get the money, Harvey. You better delete them documentaries because he's about to come collect. He's going to rise like the river Phoenix. He is about to gut. He's going to gut you guys. You got what's his net worth? He down to 200 million. He'll be back up because he about to start gutting y'all with them whack ass documentaries, with this sham of a trial. I am so glad today that justice has prevailed. Untalented whores, understand your bottom will not get you to the top anymore in 2025 and beyond. People see through it. Also, there are real victims that are suffering in this world. Let the light be shone on those women that are in a garage tied up right now. Come on, man. No, it's over. They're gonna let him go. He out. Well, guys, this has been great. Today is the birthday. He's guilty of transportation of a prostitute. Do you want to know the sentencing for that, Mr. JK? Let's see the sentencing, federal guideline sentencing for transportation of prostitutes. Let's ask ChatGPT. What is federal guideline sentencing for transportation of a prostitute? Damn. I don't know. Up to 10 years? He gonna get the it's not gonna be long, bro. If they didn't get him on coercion or nothing, he gonna walk with time served, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gonna get off with time served, bro. It's over. Fuck out of here. All right. I'm out of here, guys. Bro, he walking, JK. Do you know how many motherfuckers that be under the jail for that? Come on, bro. Stop it. It's not you. If he go to jail, your life ain't gonna be no better than it is right now. Even if they gave him life, your life ain't gonna be no better. So stop.
Lining